Most seven-figure businesses don't fail because of sales. They fail because the numbers are a mess. They have no clarity, no strategy, and every year owners doing 1, 2, or even 3 millions in revenue quietly hand $50,000 to $100,000 straight to the IRS. Not because their business is broken, but because they think bookkeeper is good enough. And they delay bringing in a CPA who understands both the books and the taxes. That mistake is like buying the IRS a brand new Tesla every single year. So today I'll show you why that mindset kills growth, what real financial clarity looks like, and how the right CPA partner gives you controller-level insight without the full-time cost. And here's what we'll cover: why so many million-dollar CEO underestimate CPAs and what it costs, the difference between a bookkeeper and a true financial strategist, why bookkeepers alone aren't enough after $1 million in revenue, what a CPA does that a bookkeeper simply cannot. The key question to know if you need a CPA right now or later. Wins that we've seen in owners switching from bookkeeping only to tax strategies, and how Haven Zone helps you implement a plan that works. From 0 to 1 million, hustle works. You can outwork your problems. But past $1 million, hustle turned into chaos. Bigger payroll, vendor complexity, sales tax, entity issues, compliance, lawsuits. The number one mistake I see: owners ignore the financials. They have no monthly closes, no accurate balance sheets, late returns, missed sales tax. Well, I'll figure it out later, but later turns into penalties, interest, and overspending. On the opposite, underspending and stalled growth. So after $1 million, what you don't measure bleeds you. And here's where the hidden drains get bigger: when you confuse good books with a good plan. Bookkeeping is history. Strategy is direction. It's not just about maxing deductions or filing on time. It's about building a proactive plan, aligning your entity with your goals, balancing payroll and distributions, timing income and expenses, quarterly tax planning, using credits and elections you actually qualify for, planning for an exit, like using the qualified small business stocks election for C Corps or using deferred sales trusts, and staying compliant at the federal, state, and local level. When done right, that plan would boost cash flow, improve profits by cutting payroll taxes and maximizing credits, and compound year after year. Mini takeaway: deductions save dollars and strategy builds wealth. Now, some of you are thinking, but I already have a bookkeeper. Here's the truth: most bookkeepers categorize transactions and give you a P&L. Many don't even maintain the balance sheet. They don't perform a month-end close. They don't reconcile tricky items. The results: wrong numbers, wrong tax inputs, wrong payments, audits, penalties, and overpayments. That leaves leadership flying blind. They overspend or they freeze. Both kills momentum. Mini takeaway: bookkeepers record history and CPA shape the future. So let me give you a real example. A real estate and business broker I work with doing $2 million a year in revenue with only 10% profits. They were paying $80,000 in taxes every year. With proper planning, we saved them $40,000 annually. Over a decade, that could have been $400,000 in their pocket. Money that could fund expansions, build retirements, or buy a property. So what can a CPA do that a bookkeeper cannot? A strategic CPA designs a plan around your exact goals: investors, exits, estate planning, multi-entity setups. They minimize taxes with timing, elections, credits, and payroll split. They build cash flow forecasts that tie to quarterly tax cadence. No surprises. They advise you on growth moves, things like compensation plans, owner comps, debt restructure, capital and operating expenses. Think of it like this: bookkeeper, what happened? CPA, what should we do next? The CPA engineers the plan for you. And what's the bonus here? An outsourced CPA costs a fraction of a full-time hire. Instead of paying $120,000 plus in salary and benefits, you get the executive level clarity without the overhead. So ask yourself, do you get monthly P&L and balance sheets and actually review them? Do you pay quarterly with the plan or just hope the year-end works out? Does your entity match your next 3 to 5 years move? Do you know your payroll tax exposure and comp strategy? Have you claimed every credit you qualify for? And do you feel like you are overpaying the government? If you hesitated on any of these, it's time. And here's what happens when owners bring in the strategic CPA. Margin improves and profit goes from thin to consistent. One client we helped scale from $1 million to $3 million in revenue and hit $600,000 in profits within 3 years. Average annual tax savings about $55,000. For some businesses that we work with, we save even more than that. We provide them with audit protection, we help them avoid penalties and interest in taxes, and they don't have any surprises at year end. But most importantly, we provide them with clarity. Owners finally see where the money goes and how to get more of it back Mini takeaway: strategy converts revenue into wealth. And here's how Havenstone helps million-dollar owners implement a winning plan. Step 1, audit. We audit their books, returns, entities, and processes. Step 2, identifying gaps. We help them identify misclassifications, closing issues, tax exposures, and missed credits. Step 3, implement strategies. We help owners with entity elections, owners comms, credit roadmap, quarterly planning, KPIs. Step 4, monitor and adjust. We monitor monthly closes, quarterly reviews, annual optimization. You always know what to change, why it matters, and the impact on cash flow and taxes. To recap, after $1 million in revenue, bookkeeping alone is not enough. You need a CPA-driven strategy. You need controller-level clarity. You need the right partner to protect profits and scale with confidence. If this clarified the difference for you, like and subscribe for more high-level strategy. And if you're ready to stop overpaying and finally get clarity, book a free consultation with Havenstone. In just 4 to 5 minutes, we'll review your setup, map your savings, and we'll show you the exact next step to scale. You did not build a 7-figure business to bleed 6 figures to taxes and get work. With the right team and the right strategy, you keep more, grow faster, and build wealth that lasts.